Okay. Dragon boss. I forgot the name. We'll see it in a second. Here's the commentary and analysis for this. First time I killed it, I managed to do it no hit. It's a simple boss. It can be a little bit difficult. You can think of it as a drastically improved version of Ancient Dragon, like drastically improved. It's not super fast. I wouldn't compare it to Midder. There are a few attacks that are like Midders, Midirs. But ultimately, it's very simple, very slow moving, very easy to deal with. To note here is you can attack the body parts, the wings or the feet. If you attack the head, you get more damage. And I think you also get a part break mechanic, just like you would in Bloodborne. Apparently here I posture broke it somehow. I don't know how I did. But then from there, I missed the visceral attack. But then, as I said earlier with the head thing, I posture broke it again. So this means that there are different posture meters, like in Sekiro, for different body parts, which I think is really cool. This is a very big boss. So I'm happy that they brought that in there. It's kind of like a Monster Hunter thing. You can break the feet, break the head, break the wings maybe. Anyway, let's go into its attacks. So if you're up close, this boss has basically two sets of attacks: fire attacks and physical body attacks. It has a stomp, which is pretty easily avoidable. It has a big shockwave on it, but simple. It has a wing slam, another wing slam, a bite, and it has an attack where it flies up into the air. There's a bite. It'll usually follow this up with a second bite, yes, where it flies up into the air and it tries to land on you. That one's tricky because it has two hitboxes, one for the feet and one for the rest of the body. So depending on where it lands on you, if it lands on you near its neck or if it lands on you near its feet, you have to change your dodge, the timing of your dodge accordingly. The second thing is the fire attacks. So it has a fire attack where, like you'll see it here, it'll breathe flame straight forward. That's easy to deal with. You just get on your horse, ride around it. The second fire attack you'll have to deal with is when it does a retreating flame. You just run away from it just like you would in the Midder fight. And the third fire attack, which is a little bit more difficult to deal with, let me just rewind this quick while I explain this, is a fire attack where it flies up in the air, and it doesn't do a retreating flame, but it does an advancing flame. And for this attack, I don't know if you see it in this fight, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run to the left as soon as possible. You don't want to run backwards and you don't want to run to the right because it will catch you. You can run to the right if you are fast enough, but it's a very, very small window of time. Other than that, I think the best bet for this boss is to attack the head. With a melee build, it's a little bit difficult, but if you have sorcery or you have a bow or something, then attack the head. You'll do more damage and more posture damage. Other than that, you want to be watching its feet when you're near them, and you want to be watching the wing or the head when you're in front of it. When it jumps back or it hops back, you're going to want to immediately get on your horse. If you're using those strats, I think this boss will be easy for pretty much anybody. You'll have to have good camera control. I do suggest you don't lock on in this fight. The rest of it is just timing. Like I said, I think this boss didn't take me too long. I beat it very quickly. And the first time I was about to beat it, I actually quit out. Or I let it kill me because I was like, you know what? I think I can no-hit this. And so this fight is, I haven't taken a single hit. And it's the first time I fought this and beat it no-hit. It's the first boss I've actually no-hit in Elden Ring. I have one network test left, so I think I'll try and do Tree Sentinel and Murgit maybe as well before the network test ends. Oh, also one more thing to note is that I'm actually doing this fight very upgraded, so this guy does not take very much damage. I have a +3. I have two sabers. I have +3 on each one. One is lightning and one is magic. That being said, I also do think sorcery or miracles or even arcane, which I haven't seen yet, would absolutely destroy this guy. I think he might be a little bit physical resistant. It still takes a while, but it's doable. That's something cool there that I like. You can jump off your horse and do an attack. Well, but that's about it. Flying Dragon Agheel. No-hit analysis. I don't think there's really too much to talk about here, other than the only thing else to be careful about is make sure you don't get caught up in the environment, because in this swamp there's still enemies, and this is an overworld boss. There's no fog gate or anything like that. One more thing to note is that with the dragon heart that you get from him, you can take that, this is cool, into another place in the network test. You can take it to an altar and commune with the altar, and then you can get a faith-based spell out of it. I haven't used it. It requires 15 faith. I doubt I'll use it tomorrow. I think I'll be focusing on no-hitting bosses, but if you're interested, hey everybody, Elden Ring is here, the network test at least. I will be doing more content with the network test. I probably will try to no-hit at least a few bosses, if not the whole test, with the time I currently have. To answer your questions, I will be no-hitting that to the best of my ability and potentially doing a few other runs. We'll see how this game goes. So if you're interested in Elden Ring content, you like the channel, you like me, you like anything, whatever, please do like, subscribe, and comment down below to help the algorithm. And if you don't, I'm going to invade you in the game, Elden Ring. I'm going to take off all my armor and clothes and run just out of your range so you can never hit me, but you have to see me on your screen for the entire time. Okay, bye.